This video is going to show you how to make gravy with no lumps. First, I have 4 packs of brown gravy mix. You can use pork gravy mix, turkey gravy mix, whatever kind of gravy you want to make. The trick is your broth has to be cold when you start out. So I have 4 cups of beef broth. Put your beef broth in a pan. Then we put our powdered mixture in and we whisk it. This is before you even turn the heat on. You don't want to turn the heat on because what happens is if you put any kind of flour, cornstarch, or gravy mix in hot broth, it instantly makes lumps. And then they're really hard to get rid of. So what you need to do is get it nice and mixed up before you even turn the heat on. Once you get everything mixed up, then you can turn the heat on medium heat and start making your gravy. All you got to do, have all that nice and whisked up in there. Okay, now I'm going to get a spoon, turn the heat on, medium heat, and then you just got to watch that it doesn't stick and watch for it to boil and thicken up. Now if you use your broth and say flour or cornstarch instead of the powdered gravy mix, then you do the same thing. You got to whisk it first before you turn the heat on. And if you're using broth off of your turkey from Thanksgiving, make sure it's cooled before you make the gravy. Because if it's not cooled and you try to make it and you throw flour, cornstarch, or gravy mix in it, it instantly makes little balls. It's just a scientific reaction of the flour component and the hot liquid. That's why you get lumps. So if you start out, everybody being the same temperature here, then you just stir. As it gets hot, it'll thicken up. After a couple minutes, it should be starting to boil. Make sure you're stirring it so it doesn't stick and burn. As it heats hotter and hotter, it'll thicken up into nice gravy, no lumps. I thought since Thanksgiving's coming up, I would make a video on how to make gravy with no lumps. See how nice and thick it's getting? And look, no lumps. See how it's boiling? That's how you want it to boil. All over, just not in one spot. You want the whole pot to be the same temperature. Once it comes to a boil, we'll boil it for about 2 minutes. And that should be enough. You'll have nice, thick, no lump gravy. Just let it boil for about 2 minutes. And then once you take it off the heat, it'll still thicken up some more. As it sits, it'll thicken up even more. That's how you want it to be, nice and boiling for about 2 minutes. See how nice it's boiling, but it's not sticking? That's how you want it. Just want it to boil, not stick. Our 2 minutes are up. I turned the heat off just now. See? Nice thick gravy. See how there's no lumps? I showed you how to make it without having lumps in it.